let y'all know what you can expect from my channel from this day forward. I will be doing a makeup kind of channel now, where while I am doing my makeup, while I'm learning how to do my own makeup, I will be able to talk about my life and what's going on, especially with being a mother of a son who has autism, along with like ADHD, OCD, sensory processing disorder, and anxiety. And along with a very difficult daughter who possibly has sensory processing disorder or just is really bananas. So I will basically just kind of like share my experiences and hopefully be able to help other parents, other moms of children with special needs, because I know I have benefited from other moms and how they have shared their experiences with their children. I can't tell you how many times I was just lost, didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go from there, from that time, and I just would feel kind of like hopeless, depressed, exhausted, and alone. And then I would see other moms going through something similar, and their experiences would help me tremendously, help give me hope, and, you know, help give me advice on how to handle those situations, how to handle like his meltdowns, how to handle his anxiety attacks. And so also during all this time, this year we are buying a bus. We already put the down payment on, and we are going to be turning it into a schoolie, which is a school bus turned into like a tiny home, like an RV, and hopefully by the end of this year we will have it finished and we will be able to travel the United States while my husband is doing traveling respiratory therapy, so we can hopefully get out of debt. So we've got a lot of things going on this year. On top of all of this, we also just got a puppy to hopefully help Clark. I didn't want a puppy, but every dog that was out there, pretty much like at the Humane Society and everything, were like pit bulls and stuff. And I mean, I love pits, don't get me wrong, I think they're super sweet, but it's really hard to find an apartment that will let us have one. So I just didn't want that added stress, so we were just trying to find a dog of any kind that would be affordable for one, and that could turn into an emotional support animal for Clark, since his anxieties and fears have skyrocketed recently. So anyways, we were there and we were like, okay, well, I guess I'll check out this puppy, this super sweet puppy. Yeah, well, rest is history. We fell in love with her. She's super sweet. Her name's Charlie. Clark named her. And she has helped actually already, even though, the awesome responsibility of having the puppy, having to take her out, having to clean up messes, and trying to teach her not to chew on every single thing on the planet Earth. And so, even with all that, she's actually really helped Clark already. When he gets already like anxious at home, he'll just kind of go and grab her and just hold on to her. And she, even though she's like hyper, you know, puppy, she'll let him, she'll tolerate him holding her while he calms down, and it's amazing. So, you know, we're obviously gonna do like puppy training classes at PetSmart in like a couple weeks, so wish us luck on that. It'll be me and Clark, since she has to bond with him, and then hopefully like when she's about like a year or so, we will train her a little bit more in depth, to help him with his panic attacks, like to be able to sense it or whatever and go and help him, and to help keep him safe when he runs away, because he does that a lot. When he's outside, if he feels overwhelmed, he runs away. So it'll be extremely helpful when we have a dog that will be able to help corral him back, keep him safe, help calm him down. And so, also, before we got Charlie, I know, a lot's going on. So before we got Charlie, we actually like put our name on a list for a breeder for a sheepadoodle. Oh my goodness, if y'all have not heard of a sheepadoodle, oh my goodness, they're amazing. We found one at a pet shop, which was like $4,000, insane, but we fell in love with it. It was super sweet. So we decided to look it up and figure out, you know, just kind of like figure out its temperament and how all that stuff. Oh my goodness, so it's like half sheep herding dog and of course a poodle, and it's oh my goodness, so they're really good with kids who have anxieties and panic attacks and autism and all that stuff. So I was like, sweet. So we put our name on a list for a breeder because it's way cheaper than getting it from a pet store. And we're like, sure, why not? We'll see. Because you can pick which litter and go from there. Put like a deposit down to save your spot with the litter. So then we found Charlie, fell in love with Charlie. Next thing I knew, like 2 days later, we get a phone call from those breeders. And we're like, okay, well, now that we're approved through them and they like us, we're gonna wait like 6 months or so. We're gonna be even crazier and put a deposit down on a litter and get it when Charlie's like just about a year old. So about like a year from now, we will probably be getting another dog, a sheepadoodle. So that's gonna be exciting. And I know people are like, oh, well, that's cruel to do a bigger dog with a school bus. Well, the thing is, though, is that with the school bus, we're going to be parked with doors open and it just being open. Everything's open. So we won't have an issue with them feeling like they're cooped up or whatever, because we're going to be like pretty much living outside, which is really, really fun. So it won't be an issue. So no judgment, please. And then on top of it, we will be able to possibly train that dog into being an actual service dog for Clark. I'm not sure, because he needs a little bit more from a dog, and it'll be bigger, so I'm not sure 100% what we'll do, because Charlie can just pretty much be a family dog. She's kind of attached to me already, so we'll kind of see how that works out. And but I'm super excited for our new adventures in life, And, you know, I'm also prepared for anything that may go wrong or not turn out the way that we expect it to. Because, you know, things in our lives at least never, like hardly ever turn out the way we planned it to, usually in a negative way. So I'm hoping that with us being able to prepare ourselves mentally to be able to handle that and be okay with situations that don't turn out the way we expect it to, that we'll be able to learn from those experiences and move on and be able to grow and, you know, make new plans. So, just really excited, and I'm excited to share it with y'all, the ups and the downs, and there's going to be a lot of downs this year. I'm just like mentally preparing myself for it. It's going to be really crazy, and I hope I can help anybody. So yeah, subscribe to my channel and wait for those videos to pop up. I'll be doing them more like during the weeks that my husband will be gone, because he's right now working out of town 7 days at a time, 7 days on, 7 days off, up north at the Navajo Nation at one of the hospitals, which we're really proud of him for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope y'all enjoy my videos. So yeah, once again, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.